So good day everyone. So this will be the continuation of our lesson on eugenics. So our next topic will be your self-concept and your self-esteem. So these are the definition of a self-concept. It's the mental image one has oneself. And your self-esteem is the confidence and satisfaction in oneself. Now, why is there a need to distinguish self-concept and self-esteem? So as we go on, we will going to discuss more about self-concept and your self-esteem. So what will be the possible effect of having confidence or self-worth? And why do self-concept and self-esteem mistakenly interchange? And how does it take to be confident? And why does confident important in any kind of work? And as a student, how will you encourage others to have self-confidence at all times? So this will be an additional activity on your end. So how to develop a whole person. Okay. So the various aspect on holistic development of a person is very crucial, especially when we are in the adolescence or puberty stage, because the identity that we had and the development that we had is different when we engage outside our comfort zone or outside our areas na okay tayo. Kapag lumabas tayo, it has to do with the effect on yourself as a person on how you will going to develop now. So that will be the various simple aspects on how being a holistic development of a person can change from one environment to another. So this will be your activity. So I hope you cannot do it in a diet form. So uh, you can just read the instruction given here. List down 5 physical changes and how did you cope up with these changes. So your holistic development essentially means the development of your intellectual, mental, and physical state or emotional and social abilities in a child in order to face demands and challenges for everyday life. So this will be a crucial aspect in how you will going um, to assess every problems that you are encountering each of everyday life that you will be encountering of. So this will have the 5 aspects of your holistic development, have your physical, intellectual, social, emotional, and spiritual development. So this will now going to establish how a child um, be established on how it will um, be in its form of holistically approach on the child or you as you grow up. So this will now going to focus on how the child grow, not just their academic advancement. So here are the aspects for your physiological, your cognitive, your psychological, social, and your spiritual. For your physiological, it's have to do your physical senses. Your cognitive, it's your mind. Your physiological, it's how you feel. Your social, it's how you interact with other people, and your spiritual, it's being the values and virtues that will guide you to your beliefs, okay, in everyday life. So how do these 5 aspects interrelate and affect each other? So what is the importance of knowing human holistic development? And how will you show the connection between thoughts, feelings, and behavior in actual life situation? So next will be what will be the possible effect if you apply holistic development in real life situation. So bear with so much question because this is how you will going to assess your personal development holistically by questioning yourself. So bear with this question. So whatever the questions that you have to deal with this recorded lecture will be shared po through our face-to-face classes sooner, okay? So what does it take to be a wholesome person? So how does good parenting affect the holistic development of a child? And as a student, how will you influence others to develop themselves holistically? So this will now have to do with the Erickson's theory of psychological development. So being developed po holistically of the five major aspects, what will now be the effect and what will be the interrelation between the Erickson's theory of psychosocial development? So this Erickson theory was based as epigenetic principle that suggests that people grow in a sequence that occurs over time in the context of a larger community. So as I have said, yes, you have your five aspects. And what then now, if you will going to go outside your comfort zones and you will going to have or to communicate with other people and they will going to deal with other cultures that you will be assessing and dealing with. So what will be you as a person balance this one, okay? So what is psychosocial mean? So this pertains to the influence of social factors on an individual mind or behavior and to have interrelation of behavioral and social factors. So epigenetic principle is we develop through unfolding of our personal in 8 stages. So this will now going to determine the lack of in previous stage that will associate with your developmental path. So your Erik Erikson is a developmental psychologist and psychoanalyst known on his psychological development of human beings. So he coined the phrase identity crisis. So as a youth right now, or as a millennial, as a Gen Alpha or whatsoever generations that you have, we are all some, but most are dealing with identity crisis, finding their true identity. Okay? If it's not finding true identity, it's finding their true purpose. Okay? As their life goes by. So this Erickson's theory has developed states that adolescents approximately age 12 to 18 are going to face a struggle with what they think of themselves and who they want to be. So these are the different stages of psychosocial development. So trust versus mistrust, autonomy versus shame and doubt, initiative versus guilt, industry versus inferiority, identity versus role confusion, intimacy versus isolation, generativity versus stagnant, and integrity versus despair. So here is your social psychosocial development. So your psycho means emotional lives, your social is social lives, and this belief that ego exists from birth. So ego identity is the consciousness sense of self that we develop through social interactions. So we have also your conflicts that people turning points development. This will be an outcomes may be favorable or unfavorable that builds up on a previous steps that can deal with our activities na magkakaroon siya ng effect due to this unfavorable and favorable checking of problems or conflicts. So first is your trust versus mistrust. So this will come to do with your birth from toddlers. So if child develop trust, he will be safe. And so caregivers who are inconsistent, emotionally unable, or rejecting leads to mistrust. So at birth, it should have to deal more on trusting. Because if it doesn't consist or it has to do with emotional downgrades or inconsistent in dealing with these toddlers, it will lead to mistrust. So as young pa lang, you should build the trust and confidence to a child that you have. Okay? Next, the autonomy versus shame. So this will have to be 18 months to 4 years old. So autonomy is the self-government and independence. So sometimes you see a child having the independence to control over their food choices, toy preferences, and clothing sections. But right now, the autonomy versus shame, the autonomy is still in the part of the parents. And the shame goes when the preferences that the child wants doesn't give it properly and kulang siya sa pag-i-explain on how, bakit ito at hindi ito. So, parang doon mo mabibuild up yung autonomy versus shame. Okay? So, hindi pala okay to. Parang mapapaya yung sarili mo in terms of the choices that you have, the selections that we had. So in that sense, the children will feel insecure and hindi siya confident. Okay? So that's the point of the early childhood. Next is the initiative versus guilt. So initiative is the readiness or ability to take action. So your preschool years. In the age that we had right now, the initiative always comes with parents and grandparents because the parents wants to take control of their children because they want to have the authority of that parents to their children. But in a child, it should have to assert their power in order to find their ability in owning themselves. But if the children are not allowed to do things on their own, they may build the guilt that I I think I cannot do this without this one. Okay? So parang hindi ko to kaya kung wala to. That will be the mindset of that children if that initiative took over with a certain person or the parents itself. So that's basically on how the fulfillment of the sense of guilt, self-doubt, and lack of initiative on the preschool year of a children. Next is the early school years, ages 5 to 11. Okay, next is the industry versus inferiority. So, your inferiority is the sense of being low or lower than the others, and your industry having a sense of learning, creating, and accomplishing numerous new skills and knowledge. So, through social interaction, children begin to develop a sense of pride in their accomplishment and abilities. Children who are encouraged and commended by parents and teachers develop a feeling of competence and belief in their skills. And those who receive little or no encouragement from parents, teachers, will doubt their ability to be successful. So sometimes it should not be questioned on the side of children ages 5 to 11 on how they are dealing with their accomplishments. So as I hope as you grow older, you as a children develop the encouragement coming from your parents, to your siblings, to your teachers, and this will now fulfill the sense of confidence that you have. Believing yourself na, kaya ko pala. But, sometimes in dealing with 5 to 11 years old, it's just an effect of they are too young to be complimented. So, that's the lacking portion of why should we commend the children 5 to 11 years old where in fact they are just doing their task to be given. So it should be, as a children, we should know how to encourage, how to commend our children in order to feel the competence and belief in their skills. This will now go again the superiority that the children builds. If we will not going to explain more on how this abilities that you have, they feel like they're inferior with one another. Kagaya ng having the first honor, the second honor, and third honor. That's the basis before. So, yes, very good kapag first honor ka. And you feel competent. You feel superior with one another. So, that's the best example on how it should be this kind of stage 4 industry versus inferiority na ito yung na-develop in our age, in millennial stage, this industry versus inferiority builds up. Why na kami is very competent? Because we commended more. We feel like we are in superior with one another. Because we are built by encouragement and commendation coming from our teachers that if you are first honor, you are better than the second honor, the third honor, and what so on and so forth. So I hope this is the DepEd memorandum is very nice in dealing with this one. Yes, with high honor ka, pero your name should be alphabetically arranged and not be in a ascending or descending order na dahil with high honor ka, you will have the first to be called during recognition. So that's a good point on the DepEd. And also in the higher aspects, we already clearly see the effect now in the college setup. Okay, so you know already what will be the effect if we will be superior in college and how to be inferior in college. Okay. Next here is the identity versus self-confusion. So we already know the identity is knowing the sense of self. So those who receive proper encouragement and reinforcement through personal exploration will have a strong sense of self and a feeling of independence and control. So those who remain unsure of their beliefs and desire will insecure and confused about themselves and the future. So this is very crucial and very recent. This is a very recent problem, especially on the generations that we have today. It's finding their true identity, and they cannot find their true identity because of self-confusion. The self-confusions na nanggagaling, yung self-confusion is nanggagaling outside forces with different people, with different cultures. They are mending themselves with internets, the TikToks, the Facebook, the different content creators na magkakaiba yung identity nila and they apply this identity to themselves. And when they hear again another people saying this one, they apply this one. So they don't bringing a proper food to their own tables. They put so much on their tables where they cannot identify what to eat now. Okay? So, I hope that those people who have the self-confusions right now, you should filter out the lessons, the cultures that you are hearing, because at the end of the day, the cultures that you are hearing with, the admirations that you are getting with, this will now affect you as a generations on how you will going to build yourselves. Sa dami-daming tao, culture, bagong ideya, nagkakahalo-halo na hindi mo na alam kung saan dito yung dapat mong i-get. So, as a youth right now, it should be on your standing firm foundations within yourself. Dapat meron kang standing firm foundations within yourselves before getting another foundations coming from other people. Because if you get all the foundations coming from other people, your building foundations will be broken up. Okay? So, that should it been taken care of, especially yourself. Next, this is the stage of intimacy versus isolation. So, this stage covers the period of your early adulthood when people are exploring personal relationships. So, Erickson's belief that this will be a vital. People develop close, committed relationship with other people, and those who are successful at this step will develop relationships that are committed and secure. So Erickson believed that a strong sense of personal identity was important in developing intimate relationship. Okay? So studies demonstrated that with poor sense of self tend have the less committed relationship and are more likely to suffer emotional isolation, loneliness, and depression. So we all know the intimacy versus isolation. So the development of your relationship with other people comes with your inner core, with your heart and your mind. Now, having a firm foundations on how your mind take over your heart, or mind take over your heart, and it should not be your heart take over your mind, because your mind should take over your heart in order that your foundation in your early adulthood will have a firm foundations within your heart. You know how to control your emotions, control whatever you feel, because at the end of the day, your heart always keeps beating, even in danger, in love, if you're in love, if you're kilig, or if you have a personal problems po. So, whatever you take into considerations, your heart always beats, but your mind takes all. Okay? So, in the relationship that you had, you should be able to identify a proper relationship between friends, your jowa, the people around you. Because not within your concept of friendship, dapat alam mo on how you will going to deal with your relationship with your friends. In some cases of your generation today, the concept of friendship is the same concept of a relationship. In some cases parang they can just bardagul, and you can just bardagul in the sense na magkakaroon ng effect na ay ganito pala siya. So, bakit ko pa siya jojowain? So, that will be the effect on the personal relationship that you have between your friendship core. So, you should able to distinguish on how you will going to entertain your personal relationship or the relationship within the core friendship, the personal intimacy with your boyfriends and your girlfriends, and the relationship between your family ties, because and also the people around you. Kasi the people that surrounds you have a higher part, a higher percentage on how you will going to develop your relationship in terms of feelings. The people around you will give you an excessive feelings and emotions that will hinder your relationship, and they will going to take over your mind because of so much words that coming from their mind, and you accept it all, and it will lead into your emotional isolation na tama tong sinasabi ng mga tao sa amin. So it takes you and you feel lonely, and further you will be depressed. In the family, in the concept of your friends naman, yes, you can have your friends if it's their true friends. Because we have your fake friends and your true friends. Your fake friends, you just meet and nothing more. And you have your true friends that they will going to stay forever, finding the best solutions within your problem. So, your friends can also take over your relationship because of so much. Alam mo yun, magkakaiba kasi kayo ng level of handling of relationship. So, whatever they handled before na relationship, hindi mo naman pwedeng i-apply lahat sa'yo because you have a different concept of relationship handling. Your family is the most important on how they will going to handle you as in your adulthood. Because ito yung nakakalimutan ng mga generations ngayon kasi nga um magkaiba talaga yung relationship aspects noon kaysa ngayon. Okay. So, that's the intimacy and isolation. So, the intimacy is knowing yourself to be committed in a relationship and filter out coming from the outside forces, your friends and your family concept, because they have the different scenarios, different um, experience and different challenges they face. And you need to also, at the bottom line here is mind over heart. It's not heart over mind, because your mind controls everything, not the heart that controls everything. So your mind should be controlled by everything with your heart, because whatever your mind dictates, your heart reacts. Okay, so filter out what comes in your mind in order that your mind will give the perfect output within your heart. Okay, so that's intimacy versus isolation. So, generativity versus stagnation. So, your generativity is the concerns for other needs to make a difference in society, and stagnation is failure to develop. So, during adulthood, we continue to build our lives focusing on our career and family. So, those who are successful during this phase will feel that they are contributing to the world by being active in their home and community. And those who fail with these skills feels unproductive and involved in the world. In the generations that we had right now, we are in its generativity. We are concerned to our outside worlds, politically, government, relationship of other people, the social medias. I think stagnation is failed to develop right now because we are productive, we are involved in our communities that we are in. So wala naman tong problema eh. The generativity is that dahil sobrang involvement naman natin, we don't know what it takes na eh. Parang just to be known, or parang basta alam natin, go tayo. We don't properly engage na sometimes with the engagement coming from our community. Gusto lang natin mag-engage kasi parang mema lang, mema sabi, mema join lang. 'Di ba? Ganon kasi tayo as our generation. So, masyadong over yung concern natin within the community that we had. The involvement that we had in the youth right now is very very high, which hindi na makontrol, hindi na ma-determine kung are we concerned or are we just mema lang, or we just there just to make chismis or whatsoever. Okay? So I think the stagnations within the range right now is very low, but the generativity is very high. Okay? Next is integrity versus despair. So integrity is the commitment and fulfillment in life, and the despair is hopelessness. So I think some cases in the recent news that almost 961 people who called the mental of the DOH on their systems on the mental awareness hotline. So I think the content and fulfillment is within ourselves, but the despair is also coming from ourselves. Sabi ko nga, dahil hindi natin ma-filter out what proper meal na dapat nakahain sa ating hapagkainan, we accept it all. Because we want contentment, we accept it all. In order to feel life, fulfillment, we accept it all. But we cannot pick properly what needs to be picked kasi nga over tayo. So, in order to have the contentment and fulfillment of life, you should be properly be contented on what you have, what you are into, what you think of, what the people around you feels about you, and the people personally connected with you na parang dahil kontento at fulfilled na ang mga people around me, I hope it should be sa akin naman, kontento na din ako. Hindi naman ako yung hopelessness. Okay yung mga magulang ko, yung mga friends ko, pero ako hindi. It's a very wrong notion na kapag okay ang magulang mo, pag okay ang mga friends mo, pag okay ang mga people around you, I hope that's the point of contentment and fulfillment of life. And in yourself naman, in order to feel your contentment and fulfillment of life, it should be within. So it's your personal look back on yourself na your purpose. What will be your purpose, or what should you do to yourself in order to be feel contented and feel the fulfillment within your life? Okay, so it's not more about the outside but more into your inside. Sabi nga nila, you cannot give what you don't have. So fill your glass first before filling others. Okay? Yun yung tatandaan. In order not to be hopeless, you should fulfill your own glass, and whatever it pour out, you will going to share. Okay? Or in order that hindi ka naman pwedeng give and give. Lahat dapat you balance it out. Whatever you want to give, and whatever that poured out to your glass, it should be shared. Okay? So that's all for our topic, self-concept and the self-esteem and the Erik Erikson psychosocial development. I hope you learned something. So whatever the questions that I give and I shared into this presentation, please answer it and you will going to pass it on our G classrooms. Okay, thank you so much and have a great day ahead. Thank you.